Hello everyone, this is Craig from Evolution Fitness, and just a little bit behind schedule is my progress update on my fitness journey 2022 for February. So I'm just going to show you some pictures that was taken around about the 1st, 2nd, maybe 3rd of February, or maybe a wee bit later. It was definitely the first week of February anyway. I'll just confirm that a little later in the video. And it was just to let you know, obviously, how my fitness journey 2022 is going. And again, just discuss anything that's kind of worth discussing in regards to any blockers, any issues I've had, and also just a wee bit of what went well. So let's just dive in. I'll start with the progress pics first, and I'll just kind of talk you a wee bit through these. Okay, so here we have the front view. So the picture on the left was taken at the start of January, and the picture on the right was the start of February. So this was about maybe 3 weeks ago or so. So there's not a great deal to see. There's not a great deal of that kind of difference in terms of kind of weight loss. I think just up just below my rib cage there, I can see it's maybe came in a wee bit when you look at the right hand side. But still around about the hips, there's still a bit of body fat there. It's strange because I did feel as if I'd lost quite a bit of kind of weight in the torso. It's just really kind of hard to tell really from the picture. I think the one on the right looks a wee bit closer as well, so I'm not sure if that's got anything to do with how there's no a kind of great deal of difference there. But definitely when we go on to look at the actual body composition, there is a definite drop in body fat. It might not have necessarily came off round about my belly as much. So if we move on to side view, again there's nothing really that notable to tell really. I can actually see just round about kind of my belly button there. There definitely seems to be a bit of a drop of body fat, but remember, I usually do this every 6 weeks, so this is only after 4 weeks. My nutrition hasn't been exactly on point, but I have been obviously kind of staying in a deficit. Just my quality of food hasn't been that great. But I can definitely see a bit of weight loss from this angle. And again, that'll be if again, once I go into showing you my body composition analysis, you'll see that there has been a drop in fat. So I'm just hoping that the pictures just aren't really kind of doing it justice really. And this one here is really just to show you a bit of definition in my arms, so you can see there is just a wee bit of kind of muscle gain in my right arm there. It's just difficult to do this yourself in the toilet before you start work. So it's only so much I can really look at, but can definitely see some improvement in muscle there. And then I've just taken a wee one on the back, so you can see on the left hand side, there is probably a wee bit kind of more muscle. You can see a wee bit kind of more muscle on my right, so on my right lower trap. And I think it's probably because I've only got one arm up there, and I'm only really able to kind of flex one side kind of thing. But I can definitely see my back's always been kind of a strong point. I've always not really struggled that much to grow muscle there. If I look at the other pics, from the frontal side, there's not a lot of development in the pecs, which again I'll need to work on. But like I says, I'm not making excuses. I felt like in my last video, I made some excuses on, things that kind of went wrong during, during lockdown. In regards to my kind of health and things, I know I mentioned before, obviously I had COVID, had that Novavirus, and since then I've kind of struggled with colds and chest infections and things, but it's just the same as well when I'm talking about my pecs. I've mentioned before in previous videos, I suffer from costochondritis as well, which really means I really struggle to really put the weight up when it comes to weight training, especially pushing, because the inflammation in my chest is it's so unbearable. If I train heavy, I'm not getting a good night's sleep for about another 2 or 3 nights after then. Sleep's really important, obviously to help you kind of develop your muscles, to regrow your to rebuild your muscles, to really develop your body, and to really make sure you recover properly. You know, and like I says, I mean, I'm not making excuses. The whole point of this My Fitness Journey 2022 was just to let you know that some people kind of struggle with certain things, certain elements, certain things that kind of stint their progress. And the important thing is I'm going to show you how you can overcome these. You know, how you can't just kind of give up and, you know, end up just leading yourself down a very unhealthy kind of lifestyle. You know, so it's just to show you. You know, you may have kind of, you know, a wee bit kind of stumbling blocks in the road. You know, a few kind of blockages here and there. You know, a few blockers that's kind of going to, you know, prevent you from meeting your goals, or at least meet them as quickly. And it's just how you kind of deal with that and how you overcome it. You know, you don't just fall right off the wagon, you just get back on. You just basically do your best. Just be your best you. That's what it's all about. So what I'll do is I'll go on to the my body composition analysis, which was taken from the tanita scales in the waterfront, and it was synced up to my My Wellness account. So I'll just quickly go through them with you just now. So here we have my weight, which has actually gone up by 0.4 kilos, which isn't really anything really. I mean, it's a very, very small amount, but when you actually look at the rest of the analysis, you know, you can understand why. So here my body fat mass has actually gone down, and it's went down by 1.1 kilo. So, you know, it just shows, I mean, if I've lost over a kilo of, you know, if I've lost over a kilo of body fat, but yet my overall weight's gone up, you know, that would tend to make me think that I've gained muscle. So we'll have a wee look and see what that means in terms of body fat percentage. So we can see as a percentage it's gone down by 1.6%, which is the first time for a wee while it's actually been below 20%. So it's at 19.8% at the moment. So there we have muscle mass, which has gone up by 1.4. So, you know, obviously, you know, I mean, it looks good. I mean, although I've put on just as tiny wee bit of weight overall, if you look at how much kind of muscle I've packed on, and also how much fat, not just as a percentage, but in terms of actual kilos, you know, everything's going in the right direction. So you have bone mass, which has gone up a tiny little bit by 0.1. You know, it tends to be if you put on a wee bit of muscle, you tend to increase muscle mass by you know, a tiny amount. And so visceral fat, that stayed the same at 8. So the ideal range for this, according to Tanita, is between 1 and 12. So I'm not quite slap bang in the middle, but you know, I'm nowhere near the danger zone at the moment. That's something that will improve, obviously, as I change the kind of quality of my food. Just make sure I stay away from all the kind of sugary snacks and stuff that's I kind of struggle to stay away from. But my nutrition is getting better. You know, it will improve. And obviously, as we go on, obviously through this journey, I'll make sure that, you know, obviously my nutrition is on point, because it is so important. I mean, you're talking about maybe 70 to 80% of your fitness will be down to your nutrition. And visceral fat, in case you're not aware, it's not the kind of adipose tissue that you can feel and pinch, which is just underneath your skin. It lies deep within your organs. It lies kind of against your organs and then throughout, just in that cavity where your organs are housed. You know, some people believe it's okay to have a bit of visceral fat because it'll provide some kind of cushioning for your organs, especially in the event of trauma. But obviously, if there's too much visceral fat in there, obviously it's already packed with organs, you know, so you don't really want to pack it with visceral fat. It can actually, you know, that affect the functionality of your liver, your kidneys, your heart, etc. So it's always good to try and keep that down. And again, it's just like nutrition mainly, you know, obviously kind of staying away from your bad sugars, your saturated fats, and any kind of horrible kind of processed foods, etc. And then on to body water, which is up by 1.6%. So that's about 58.8%. So in case you're thinking, no, those odds don't add up, you know, how can you be like 58% water if your muscle mass is this, your body fat's that? So as a percentage, You know, when it comes to your body water, I mean, your water is within kind of all your kind of cells in your body. Basically, it runs all throughout your body. So, I mean, that includes water that's within your muscle mass, etc. Now, just a bit of fun. I've lost about 5 years off my metabolic age, so it's saying I'm 36 and I'm actually 42. So that's always good to see as well. Doesn't really mean much. It's just a wee bit of fun, I think. Now, BMI, I never concentrate too much on. I mean, it's saying I'm up here by like 0.2, you know, which again isn't a lot, but you know, it's still a raise. And I think I've just put this really down just to let you see that, you know, I mean, too many people are getting hung up in BMI at the moment. The NHS still use it as a means to kind of measure your health and determine whether you're able to get an operation and things. But you know, I think BMI does have a use to a certain extent, but it's not something really you can get too hung up on. I mean, you've just seen my composition here. Although my weights went up, my body fat has gone down. My muscle mass has definitely increased. I mean, I can clearly see that through just looking at my physique, and not just, you know, obviously kind of looking at my analysis. But you know, at the end of the day, all BMI does, it just takes your height, your age, your weight, and then it just determines your health score. You know, it doesn't take into consideration your body, your body muscle. Doesn't take into consideration muscle, water, or anything like that. There we have it. That's that. So that was my first kind of comparison of the year. Like I says, it is a couple of weeks kind of behind schedule. I'll be due to do another one in a few days. I think I said this was the 20th, round about then. So, you know, I'm going to try and do this month. I might actually kind of do the next one maybe after 6 weeks. You know, just because I had a kind of slow start till a month of February. With regards to training things for kind of various reasons. But you know, I've still been kind of plugging away. I've just not been hitting it as hard as what I should have been, and I think that'll probably reflect the results. I don't expect it'll be, you know, like too much better come the March analysis. But anyway, I'll keep you updated on how I'm doing. Just remember, you can follow me on most social medias now. So I'm not just on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. Evo Fit 79. I'm on Facebook, just like with YouTube here. It's just Evolution Fitness and Athletics. I'm also on Instagram, Evolution_Fitness Athletics, and also Twitter, EvoFitN 79, I think. I don't know, I rarely use Twitter, to be honest with you, but you know, it's there if you want to go in and have a wee look. Anyway, until the next time, thanks for watching again, and I'll see you all again soon.